this video, we're unboxing and installing a valve cover on a 2013 Jeep Wrangler 3.6 V6. In your package, you'll find a new valve cover gasket, and new valve cover bolts. Tools required for the Jeep Wrangler valve cover removal and installation: a 1/4 inch electric ratchet, a 1/4 inch 5mm hex socket, 1/4 inch T25 socket, 1/4 inch T30 socket, 1/4 inch 8mm deep socket, 1/4 inch 10mm deep socket, 1/4 inch ratcheting wrench, 1/4 inch extension, 13mm open end wrench, a flat-headed screwdriver, trim clip removal tool, side cuts, and a handful of zip ties. Before we go over to the vehicle, there's a few things we need to do to our new valve cover. We need to place the gasket into the channel of the valve cover, match the design of the valve cover to the gasket, and press the gasket firmly into the channel all the way around. Next, we're going to install the valve cover bolts. Set them into place around the edge. There are 2 longer bolts. These go into the 2 holes that are deeper than the rest. After installing all the bolts, press down firmly and you'll hear a clicking sound. This indicates proper installation. Now to the install. Start by opening the hood. Remove the coolant hose from the intake. Then use a flathead screwdriver to loosen the intake hose clamps. Pull up on the intake until you see the air temperature sensor connector, disconnect the sensor, and remove the intake. Next, disconnect the intake manifold pressure sensor, then disconnect the throttle body connector. Use a pry tool to remove the 2 wire harness clips. Then remove this vacuum hose and undo them from the mounts. Using your side cuts, we're going to remove a few zip ties from this harness. After cutting those zip ties, move the wire harness aside. Use a 10mm deep socket to remove the intake manifold bracket hardware. 2 nuts need to be loosened and removed from the side, and then 2 bolts need to be removed from the front. They are located under the throttle body. Once all the hardware is out, remove the intake manifold bracket. There's another intake bracket near the rear of the engine. Use your 10mm deep socket to loosen and remove the 2 10mm nuts. Next, grab your 13mm end wrench and remove the 2 lower bolts. After removing the hardware, remove the bracket. Use an 8mm deep socket with an extension to remove the intake manifold bolts. There are 6 of these, 3 along the top and 3 lower down. With the last one being in the very back next to the firewall. Use a 10mm socket with extension to remove the last 2 screws. Remove this vacuum hose. To remove the intake manifold, gently pull straight up, and then once the intake is out, remove it from the engine bay. Using a clean towel, cover the intake ports. This prevents debris and hardware from falling in. Disconnect the 3 coil pack plugs. Then disconnect the valve timing solenoid connectors. Disconnect the camshaft position sensor. Use a pry tool to remove this wire harness clip. Use a 10mm socket on your ratchet to remove the 3 coil pack bolts. After the bolts are out, pull straight up on the coil packs to remove them and set them aside. Use a T25 socket to loosen and remove the 3 solenoid bolts. Then remove the solenoid. Repeat the same process on the other solenoid. Remove the hardware, and then the solenoid. Use a T30 socket to remove the camshaft position sensor bolt. Then remove the sensor. Use an 8mm deep socket with the extension to remove the valve cover bolts. You may have to remove your extension for some of the hardware right against the firewall. Use a 5mm hex bit to remove the single Allen bolt on the corner of the valve cover. Lift the valve cover straight up and out of the engine bay. Comparing the 2 covers side by side, you can see there are a few parts that we need to move over. The oil filler neck and the cap need to be reused. Twist and pull to remove. Push and twist to reinstall. Before installing the new valve cover, we need to clean the mating surface. Solvent and a shop rag will do the trick. After cleaning, we need to apply some sealant. You can see a line where the timing cover and the head meet. A thin line across these 2 spots is all we need. Now to begin installing the valve cover. Carefully put the valve cover into place and check to make sure that the gasket didn't move from its position. Use an 8mm deep socket on the electric ratchet to tighten the valve cover bolts. To avoid cross-threading, run the bolt in reverse for a moment before tightening. Also make sure to tighten in a diagonal sequence. You may have to revert to the standard ratchet to get the furthest bolt near the firewall. Now install the camshaft position sensor and use a T30 bit to tighten the bolt. Install the intake and exhaust solenoids hand start the bolts, and then use a T25 to tighten the 6 bolts the rest of the way. Install the 3 coil packs and hand start the 3 bolts. Then use a 10mm socket to tighten. Plug in the camshaft position sensor and then reconnect the 3 coil pack plugs. Next, plug in the 2 solenoid connectors. Reinstall the wire harness clips and remove the towel. Carefully reinstall the intake manifold. Use the 8mm sockets to tighten the 6 bolts. The furthest bolt is best reached with an 8mm on an extension with the hand ratchet. Install the 2 bracket screws and tighten with the 10mm socket. Use a small 10mm deep socket with a small extension bar and a small electric wrench to tighten the fixing screws of the engine plug bracket. Reinstall these vacuum hoses and place the hoses back onto the mounts. Reinstall the bracket and start the 2 nuts from the side and the 2 bolts from the front. Use your 10mm socket with the ratchet to tighten. Reinstall the rear intake manifold bracket. Hand start the 2 upper nuts and then the 2 lower bolts. Use a 13mm end wrench to tighten the 2 lower bolts. Then use a 10mm ratchet to tighten the upper 2 nuts. Use a few zip ties to secure the engine wire harness. Use the side cuts to trim the zip ties. Clip the wire harness connectors back onto the bracket. Plug in the intake pressure sensor connector. Connect the throttle body plug. Now install the intake hose. While installing the intake, plug in the air pressure sensor. Use a flathead screwdriver to tighten the intake hose clamps. Reconnect the coolant hose and close the hood.